What's really crazy? You should have known better than to mess with me harder. I'm gonna love you.
So we're going to start out by applying the primer, which is optional. And as you can see on the brush, it's kind of thick, it's nude, and it has like the appeal of cover-up. So what you're going to do is you're going to apply it to all over your lid, like this. Doesn't matter where you start. Just make sure it's nice and even and brushed into your whole lid, all the way up to the eyebrow. You want to do it until it's almost dry, like a powder finish. See, now it's nice, flat, and all over. If you need to, you can pat, and it'll help kind of take that little bit of stickiness away. And again, you're going to do the same thing, just apply a little bit on the top, and you're going to make sure that it's on there good, and then you're going to apply it to the other eye as you did the other. Now the thing with primer is it's only optional, but it's recommended because it is a product that helps make the eyeshadow more apparent and less easy to rub off, and kind of keeps the color thick and bold. So again, just make sure it's on nice and flat to where it's, you know, turning to that dry stage. Now you got that nice even tone. Remember to blend it up into the eyebrow and then pat to get rid of that extra stickiness. Make sure your eyelashes are also apart. And that is the result of the primer. So this is step 2, the all over application. So you're going to want to use a brush. I use Jean Jerez chisel. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's a little better. But just make sure all the powder is off the brush. And you want to make sure it's off by tapping it. And we're going to go ahead and start with the middle color on your color palette. It's darker, and it's going to apply all over the lid. Again, apply it to your brush, and then you're going to want to blow it off just a little bit so you don't get that excess powder on your under eye. And what you're going to do is start from the inner eye out, and you're going to apply it to all over the lid. It's kind of hard to actually do your makeup while looking at your tablet. And as you can see, I kind of put it all the way up to the bone line, just to kind of give it that hollow look and the cat eye shape. You just want to blend it. And again, we're going to do it to the other eye. Apply from the inner eye out. and then just stay in your eyelid area. Again, you want to go up to the bone of your eye to get that cat eye effect, or your brow line, whichever you want to call it. It goes on nice and smoothly. And with the primer as well too, you don't have to put too many applications of the color on. It kind of makes it more bold. And that is the all over eyelid color. Smooth it out if you need to. And then that is the finished. So now we're going to do the crease application. Make sure your brush is cleaned all off. And again, make sure there's no powder. And if there is, just wipe your finger on it and it gets that extra powder off. And you're going to want to start out with your brush. This one is a little bit tending to be a different brush. This is a shade, and it has more of a flat end to the tip. You don't have to use this. You can also use your eyeshadow applicator, which also is good for the crease. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the next lighter color and you're going to put it on your applicator to where it's nice and thick on there. Blow it off so you don't get that excess. And what you're going to do is you're going to start from the corner of your eye, and in the crease of your eye you're going to go from in to out. It's going to give that crease some depth. And then again you're going to go from the outer eye to the end just to kind of even it out. You're going to want it to be nice and bright kind of in the corner and get a little darker as it goes on the out. And there is on that eye. The crease is finished. Now we're going to the other eye, same thing. Start from the outer and you're going to go out, all the way out to the end. And again, you're just going to kind of even it out from going out to in. And again, to give that brow and crease some depth. Now you're going to take the shader brush, or you can even use your fingertips as well too, or a Q-tip. And you're going to put a little bit of that crease application on, and you're going to kind of blend it into your brow line up to where that bone is, just to kind of give it that highlight effect and more of a blended application. So now we're doing highlights, and you want that same little brush you start out with first. Make sure it's all, powder free. And now we're going to take the lightest color on your color palette, which is going to go on your brow line from the crease up and down below. Again, up above your brow line and down below. So we're going to go ahead and do this and make sure we get a good amount on there. And you're going to go ahead and blow. Make sure you don't get the excess powder off. And you're going to start your crease line and go up into the brow, and you're going to do a nice blend effect. Get it all nice and blended. And again, we're going to do it. We always want to start from the inner out. So we're going to go ahead and blend this in all the way up to the brow. And as you can see, we're blending in that crease and the all over lid in with it. Again, to give your eyes more of that depth and cat eye look. So now we're going to go ahead and apply it to the lower lid. Look up and just slightly dust your lower lid with it. So now we're going to do the contour look. Again, use your brush with the darkest color first, the one we started out with, and you're just going to do the corner of your eye. You're going to start from the top and go down because you want to get it on that bone line structure. Again, on the other side, start up and go, and you want to get it to be nice and dark right there on that outer eye bone. And again, to give you that cat eye enhancement. And you want to do this until it's to your effect. And you want to try to blend it in as much as you can with the rest of your eye makeup. As you can see, we have the contour cat eye. Now, I like to use the Maybelline liquid cat eye makeup for eyeliner because it's really thick. Yeah, Maybelline Eye Studio. It's really thick, it's kind of waxy, and it's easy to put on, and it's waterproof. So what you're going to do, just going to rub your brush in it a little bit, just to where there's enough on the tip, and then you're going to want to wipe it on the edge just to kind of get that chunkiness off. And then we're going to go ahead and apply it to the eye. And you're going to start into the corner of your eye, and you're going to start out with a small straight line. And as you go to the side, you're going to want to go up to the corner and bring it down. And blend it in with the line from the inner eye. And you want to kind of follow your eyelashes when you do this. So again, from the middle, all the way, and then you're going to kind of give it that slantish look too. So you always want it to be thinner in the corner of your eye and thicker on the outer at the outer eye. Pardon me. And there we go. We have that cat eye 60s look going on there with that eye, and as you can see, thin on the out and the inside and thicker on the out. It's nice and level with my eyelashes. So we're going to go ahead, after I'm done fixing this, we're going to apply it to the other eye. Again, apply some to your brush and then dab it off on the sides to make sure you get rid of that chunky texture. And you're going to go ahead and start from the inner eye with a small short line. And then you're going to go in the outer eye and start at the top and slant down. I have really long eyelashes, so I apologize if my eyelashes get in the way of this. But now I'm giving it that slantish look there, as you can see, and I'm going thicker as I go on to the outer eye. And you want to give it that little bit of a point at the end. So again, I'm just kind of thickening it in the middle and thinning it and towards the corner of the eye. And then give it that pointy, thick look on the sides. And there we go. We have the Cat Eye 60s. My mom calls it the Barbie effect. See, and here we go. Looks good. Okay, so now we are going to apply the liner to the bottom of your eye to kind of give your eye some depth. So you're going to start from the outside and you're going to go in, and you don't want it to be too big of a line. You just want it to be not thicker on the out and thinner as you go in, and it gives you that nice depth perception in your eye color. See as I go here. And there we go. Kind of gives you more of that cat eye result. There we go. See, thicker from the out and thinner as we go in. Okay, so now we're going to add some sparkle. This is only optional, but because your eyes are so dark, I like to use a gold to a silver to kind of give your eyes a pop, you know, from the darkness. You can use a Q-tip or your finger, and you're just going to apply a good amount onto the Q-tip or your finger. And as you can see, you can kind of see the little sparkles on there because the Q-tip's white. And you're just going to apply it to the bottom part of your eye just to kind of give it that little bit of a sparkle. Now it's kind of hard to see in the video, unfortunately, but you can see it just a tad. And this also helps blend that lower lid also too with the liner. Again, just apply it and kind of blend it in with your liner. See? And then you're going to apply it from the end of your eye, and you're going to bring it in just a little bit and up in the in the lid area. And there's the sparkles. I don't know if you can see them. I can kind of see them. Yeah, there they are. You see the sparkle kind of gives it that light feathery pop look. Don't mind the makeup on my face. So now we're doing finishing touches. We are done with the eye makeup. So if you want to, just add a little bit of powder to your face. I use it to kind of, you know, rub underneath my eye and on top here just to kind of make sure I have all that excess powder off my face from doing my eyes. I have a fuzzy on my eyelash. Okay. And when it comes to blushes, I like to stick to lighter to more orangish color because it goes better with my skin tone. So I like to use CoverGirl bronzers. It's not very expensive, and just a regular brush. I use Raw Minerals, so I have the Raw Minerals brush. So go ahead and do this, and just you're going to go ahead and smile. And just kind of add it into your face from pretty much the corner of your lip up into your ear, and a little bit to your nose, and add it into your neck and stuff, so you can kind of blend in that cover up that you applied earlier before the eye. And I like to put a little bit in my brow and stuff. Again, that helps kind of blend in that rest of the eye makeup. And of course, I like to use this type of mascara, especially for the lower lids, because it comes with a lower lash applicator, which also is pretty cheap, not too expensive. And then of course we have the upper eyelash applicator as well. So I'm going to use the lower lash because I already did my upper lashes prior to the video. And I'm just kind of sweep them in a little bit just to kind of give that oomph to my lower lashes. Yes, I'm looking in a mirror. And then I'm kind of just removing the clumpage off the ends of my eyelashes. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of a brush here, because I'm looking for it. And this brush here is good for eyebrows, eyelashes. I tend to use it for my eyelashes, kind of fluff them and get rid of those clumps. And as you can see, I'm fluffing my eyelashes on the top. Yes, you can fluff your top eyelashes, believe it or not. And it works pretty good. And I'm just fluffing them just to kind of get them up a little bit and more noticeable. And there we go. We have the finished product. Complete makeup, cat eye with blush. You can add any lipstick you want to. I normally like to use a lighter type of lipstick, but as you can see, that's the cat eye look that you want to achieve, and you can kind of just so me, because as you can see in the video, I have really short hair. I have a faux hawk, and I love my faux hawk, but I also love wearing wigs. And with this makeup, you kind of want to lean towards like a fuller hair to kind of contour your face. And this wig tends to do that pretty well for me. So I'm just going to brush it out just like I would my regular hair. Now I'm all brushed out and stuff. Looking good. Now I'm just kind of getting it to be the way I want it to go. And wave in your hair tends to be really good, especially with the cat eye, because again, it contours to the face. And there we go. We are all done. And I look absolutely gorgeous, at least I think so. And we now have the complete finished product. And I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.
You should have known better.